Okay, so marketing. So marketing is a science, first of all, and is how and so how to promote yourself, your company, your business, your organization or charity, whatever. So everything can be a business. Yourself can be a business, like the new people that are just promoting their self in Facebook or any other social media. So marketing is not only about social media or web presence in Google or whatever. It's everything. Is branding is part of marketing. So it means that if you are, for example, creating a business, and remember that a toy library is still a business. Charity, okay, so it's a type of business, but it's still a business. So it has everything except the income, pretty much. So the branding, it's your logo, color that it's part of yourself, or can be something that people can call you like, yeah, I know this company, I know this logo, I know this business because I saw on something. This is branding and it's part of marketing. Social media, presence in social media is part of marketing. Social media is not only Facebook. Facebook, it's a quite huge one now, but it's definitely not the only one. So you can have Instagram, if you have photos, if you have event, if you have all event and everything you can share in Instagram. And we have Twitter. Twitter, it's more like a simple text message. You can use also photo and link, but definitely Twitter was created to give you a very fast news and fast text. It's really a lot of important in America more than in other countries. But if you have also Twitter, that's not that bad idea. There was Google Plus, now there is not anymore, but Google is also creating again another social media, we will see. But Google has a YouTube. YouTube, it's sharing videos. MiBase has a YouTube channel to show the webinar we are doing now and some other training. What you can do for your toy library to show the video. You can create a video to look around your toy library. You can create a video when you have an event, Christmas, fundraising, whatever. Or what other channel we have? There are plenty, really. Now there is TikTok, but I'm not talking about that. I don't think for toy library can be very useful. And what other else we have? LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a social media for professionals. So for business and for very high profile people. LinkedIn can be useful for toy library. Yes and not. So you are not really a business that have to sell something, but still you can create a LinkedIn profile for your toy library. And the LinkedIn profile can be also shared or viewed from other people. Hi, Ante. So, and LinkedIn, it's also nice. It's more professional, but still, if you want to have more presence everywhere, it's something else. I will suggest you in social media to use definitely Facebook and Instagram, particularly if you want to share a lot of photos. YouTube, if you have a few events on your toy library, why not? Also, all social media are free, so you don't have really to pay anything. But in marketing, you have to remember that if you open a social media channel, you must follow it. So you have to create posts, you have to create a tweet, you have to create videos, or otherwise it's better to not open it. Because if someone found you in Facebook and no one reply on any message or any post, they will thinking that you are not a genuine business, or that definitely your business is not alive anymore. So if you open 1, 2, 3, whatever channel, you must follow all of them. This is really important, okay? Second part of business is to have, and second is not about the first important or second important, just a simple list. So to have your marketing presence, you must follow all info in the list that I will give you. So a second one is present on the search optimization, search software. What is a search software? Google is the most important.
Search engine?
Yeah. Search engine, yes,
is
correct.
That the one?
Yep, it is. Yeah. So Google is the most important. Second can be Bing. It's the Microsoft version of Google. Not very important, but obviously if you are everywhere, it's much better than just one. There is also another one in China, but I don't think you really care. And so I think the only two there are now, it's just Google and Bing, for you particularly in New Zealand. So if you are in Google, and if you show up in Google...
Is M&S?
Yes,
or is that just for news?
No, it's MMS is another one, but not really important in New Zealand. Okay. Because you are a business located, so it means you are important, and you won't just push your marketing in New Zealand, because Toy Library is in New Zealand. You don't really have to care about outside. Also, you are located in a specific region. You don't really have to do your marketing outside your region. Doesn't have any sense in your case, because it's a local shop, okay? Local business or local shop. So I was talking about Google. So Google has also, if you want to show up in Google in the first couple of pages, I cannot tell you first page because there are plenty of competitors in toys. But if you want to show up in the first couple of pages, what you have to do it. There are a lot of tools and a lot of things that you can do to show up. First, do you have a public website that everyone can go and see what you are doing? Second, is your website optimized? So for search engine, what is about to optimize? So MiBase public website is already optimized for Google, but you have to do your job. So it means if you want to show up in Google for a specific keywords, and specific keywords can be a specific toy, can be a specific service you are doing, like the party pack, bouncy castle high, whatever, you have to optimize your toy. So the toy name, the toy keywords, and the toy description must be very descriptive, and the toy photo must be a very good one that everyone can see what is about. So everything is in your system, in MiBase administration. You can definitely do your job properly, and the public website will show up everything you are writing. So much more information you add in your toy, much more information the member and the public can see it. And Google can see it. Okay? Now, pages. MiBase has already a lot of different pages that you can add in your website. The FAQ, frequency asked question, add as much as you want, and very descriptive. So people can understand everything about your business, and Google can see that you have a lot of contents. Our team or anything else, it's part of your content. But the most important is news. So Google love to have website updated. Updated website is a website that have fresh content at least one per month. If you add a news one per month in your website, in your post in Facebook and in Google Business, I will show you what is Google Business and how to use it later. But if you add in your website the news, like we are doing a fundraising, we have a new toy, please come and see what it's about, or we changed our membership, or we are open tomorrow, whatever. It's a fresh content. People can see that you have a news. Google can see that your website is fresh, updated. So you can go up in your Google search. Okay? Keywords. If you are using in your toy the keywords, so if you open your system and you are in edit toy, almost on the bottom of the page, there is the name keywords. What is the keywords about? A keywords for your toy can be the toy name. You already have it. It's your title, so you don't have to add anything. A keywords can be a specific category of toys. So for example, if you have a wooden train that is for baby, and it's for 0 to 3 months or 6 months old, what keywords so you can have it? It's a question.
Wooden, 0 to 6 months, baby.
Baby, it's okay.
If it's a well-known brand, you put the brand in as well.
Yes, exactly. So the material, now it's really important, like plastic free, like wooden, like everything about the material. People now are really searching about that. Second can be the age. Baby, it's more, it's just simple to remember and to use it, but also you can add 0 to 3 months. But remember, it's difficult. Why? Because 0 to 3 months can be written in different way, without any space, with the space, with the S on the end of the months or not. So in this case, it's really tricky to use it, but still you can add. But the most important will be toy. It's the big category. So what you are looking at, it's a toy. So what is about your toy? Train. So it's a train. Sometimes the word train can be in the title, sometimes not. So add in the keyword. Wooden, definitely it's really important. And then the age. Brand, yes. You can always add the brand, but only if it's really famous. Barbie or Dublo, obviously yes, because it's really famous. Other type of brand, you can still add can be famous in the next year and you already had it. But in this case can be not very useful. So now you have a lot of keywords. In these keywords, when people will start searching for that specific keywords, you will show up. And if you will show up, they can see you that you are not really a place where you can buy the toy, but you can hire the toy. So in this case, people can see, okay, it's a toy library, we can hire toy, let me thinking. So you have a chance that someone can join your toy library because they are looking for a specific toy. If they are looking for a toy they want just buy, you don't have any chance. But still you have 1% of people that can see your toy library because they are searching a specific toy. Okay?
Daniela?
Yeah?
With that,
yeah,
if you've got like a really clear description in the name of it,
yeah.
so in your name of your toy, you might put VTech, sit to stand, alphabet train.
Yes.
So if they Google VTech or train or something like that, do we need all those in the keywords as well?
Google, it's in the year changed a lot of the engine, and now it's really intelligent. So obviously they can read the title and the description, and they can understand your keywords. Yes. But if you want to add some other keywords, or you really want to specify a specific keywords that you are pushing the toy, like wooden, yes, you must use it. Remember to not use more than 5, because after adding more than 5, and these keywords are not writing anywhere, like in the description, Google can put your page in negative search. It's kind of keyword shuffling. It's not really nice for Google to have too many keywords, but less than 5, yes. So particularly the material, if it's wooden or plastic free, it's really important. Now, specific in New Zealand, they are trying to have everything recycled or everything. It's really important. Also in the description of your toy library, so who you are and what you are doing, you must specify that because you are joining in the toy library and you don't have to buy a lot of toys and go on the landfill or whatever, you can join our toy library to have a lot of toys, thousands, 500, whatever, and you never, and nothing will go on the landfill, and you can have a fresh toy every month, whatever. So you must specify in your homepage and in your our team that you are a volunteer, that you are to do your best to prevent your world to be worse with with a lot of rubbish and everything. So now the keywords most important in Google, except the virus, unfortunately, it's the recycle, it's the free plastic, it's everything about that.
Would you, with the keywords, would you put in a comma or do you just space?
Comma.
Comma, you still put in a comma, okay.
Yes. So one word, comma, second word, comma, whatever, list. Okay, so now we had talked about your website and a little bit of Facebook. Another things about Facebook. Facebook and Google love people that post a lot of different news every time. Not every day or every minute. It's too much, probably. You are not a newspaper or news channel. But still, everything like, oh, what we have here, a new toy. oh, look, this toy is very popular, or like Ash Barton is doing a very lovely job on Facebook. They post pretty much everything every time. So, and also the great job they are doing, and not because they are here in our webinar, but because I can notice that they are talking with the local newspaper. So go on your local newspaper, try to have a news at least one per 3-6 months. Not a lot of people are really reading the newspaper, but sometimes it's nice because you can take the photo from the newspaper and put in your Facebook page. Oh, we are in newspaper, we are famous. If you are doing some event, call them and try to have them there to take some photos and write a news, wherever. Everything is about marketing. So everything is about your presence in the world. Newspaper, it's now web, it's much more important than paper, but still paper is a part of our life. So the newspaper is still part of a lot of people's life. They really like to open a newspaper and touch the old paper printed. So try to be everywhere. Radio can be another idea. If you have a friend in your local radio, or just go in the radio and ask, so, you know, we are in the small town, we are in the big town, whatever. Can you just talk about us? We have a charity, you know, we don't have a lot of money. So try everything. So one people can just listen to the radio, another one can read a newspaper, another one it's very tech savvy and Google everything, another one it's a Facebook fan and do everything. So one by one, you will be a famous company, business, charity, okay? Blanket, childcare, or local business. Go everywhere, print your brochure or flyer, or just a very simple things. You don't really have to hire any designer. Because you are a charity, no one really pretend you to have that amazing design. You can just create with Word or Google Doc that is free. Just add your logo, some info about who you are, when you are open, and your contact. Your website, your Facebook page, so everything about your presence in web and printing and local, so where you are, the address, and when you are open. Go to everywhere, local business, you can go on the childcare, you can go on Planket, when the Planket doesn't have the toy library, because some Planket has a toy library. So go everywhere and show who you are. Childcare, this can be another things that you can do it. When I was a librarian, I went on my childcare because my daughter was on the childcare, and I asked the manager to allow me on evening to do some evening session with parents to show what the toy library can do it. So I organized just a very simple one with a lot of people. There was already another event for dentist or doctor or something. So I was there because I was interested to join, but also I had the possibility to talk for 15 minutes just to say who we are, where we are, when we are open. So it's something that you can show to the parents that probably are new parents, never heard anything about the toy library, or are new about New Zealand because are immigrants. So everything, it's something more than do nothing. Okay? So this is part of marketing. So talk about your company, business, charity, whatever. in New Zealand, there is also the Children Day. I remember probably in June, don't remember exactly the day, but can be very nice if you create an event, probably join with someone else, like a childcare or like Blanket or whatever, and you can show what your business, what your toy library can do it. It's a show, so you can bring some outdoor toys to have people and kids that can play, and you can probably promote your website or promote your company with a flyer. So this is what we are doing and who we are. Okay. And so what other event? Oh, market. In some very small town, but sometimes in big town too, there is also an open market. Sunday, Saturdays, it depends of the region or the town. So the market normally has a space with a lot of people going to buy some stuff. And the market can be also another idea. So you can ask the market manager, and say, can we have a space for a couple of time? So you can bring a table and chair, you can bring a couple of toys, and you can show who you are. So this is another idea. So I like to show you here that Google or online is not only the way to promote yourself or your toy library or what you are doing. Also, another idea is to show yourself. Example, there are a lot of toy library that are running by volunteer that people never seen in face. In your website, you have our team page where you can show who you are, who is working in the toy library. So the face of people, look, this is who is working here. So you can probably be recognized sometimes in the street if it's a very small town. It's also nice to show that you are really involved in your toy library. It's something that just a couple of toy libraries really doing. Not really other people are like to show who they are. But it's really important now. I saw a lot of business, really generic business, that really love to show faces on who is working on. Now, about web, I want to show you what is Google My Business. Have you never heard about? Question?
So that's when you get the email from Google telling you what people are doing with your page, sort of thing. Is that the part you mean? So you'll get a monthly update. It will say
monthly update, yeah.
Yeah, looked up your address or looked up your actual website or looked up your, like you say, a toy or something like that, and it gives you a percentage and how many numbers and stuff.
What you're talking can be Google My Business or can be Google Analytics. It depends. Google My Business is a Google service. You can register your business or your shop, and it's normally a specific place, so need to have an address. For example, Google My Business help you to show up directly in Google Maps. When people are looking for a specific toy library, Google My Business will work with Google Maps to show up a toy library in your local area. So if you are in Christchurch, there are a lot of toy libraries in Christchurch, but you are in a specific address when you are working or in your office or from home. If you are searching from home, Google will show up the map in your specific area. So probably if you are in north of Christchurch, it will show up just the toy library that are north of Christchurch, not south or not outside Christchurch. So it's an help to provide much more information on your specific business. How important is Google My Business? Now, really important. First, help you to find a local business in your area with Google Maps. Second, review. If you are in Google My Business, people can add a review on your local business. Toy library, it's a business, still a business. Second, third, it's very important when someone is searching you in Google. Can show up the map directly, can show up some news. Yes, Google My Business, you can add the news. And the news you are adding in Google My Business will go directly in Google News. That is another service that Google do. That Google has too many. Sometimes I'm lost. But Google My Business is free for everyone. You must have a business located in the specific address, and you have, because you are a toy library in the specific address. Unfortunately, not a couple of toy libraries that still not have any address, but they will have in some point. So how we can add a Google My Business and what you need? First, you need a Google account. So you need a Google or Gmail account. If you don't have it, I will suggest you to open one. So doesn't matter if you are using or not, but you must have a Gmail account or you will not use a Google My Business. And also, we will talk later, you can also add and use Google Analytics, but you still need a Gmail account. So now I will show my screen. Google, just a second. Okay, now share my screen. There we go. So this one, it's Google My Business. And here you can just look what is about. I already have Google My Business for a few companies in different accounts. And one was my old toy library. So what is about here? So the toy library has search view, map view. You can see there are a lot of people looking by map, by Google Maps. Those are photos that you can share, and this one is my daughter. And you can also have review. So you can see your review. People can see in Google the review and can also add the review if they have a Google account. Then you can access on your profile. You can add post. That was a quite old one. And you have a lot of information on left. And remember that all of them here are changing pretty much every 6 months. So unfortunately, I cannot really teach you something about Google because next month can be different, but still a generic idea. So here you can add the post. So it means you can add news. You can also have your info, about when you are open, and that will show up when you are searching in Google Maps, where you are, if you have a specific service that was not updated, and phone numbers, websites, products. In your case, you don't really sell a product, because product is more about selling. This one, it's a description about the toy library and when they open. So in fact, North Otago opened a very long time ago. So here you can add the first day your toy library open. Then you can add photos. And all the time you can add more and more and more. So you can definitely do everything that is similar on your website. And here you have review. This is my husband. This one was someone else. And you can also add a comment on your review. So reply of your review. And this is another important thing, because you are interacting with people. You can also have a message from people, and you have insight that it's more like your statistic. So how many times people are searching for your toy library, or which type of query. So what they are typing in Google to find you. Oamaru library, library hours, mechanic, look, it's a toy, can be a toy. The library, toy library, toy sale. If you are, for example, selling some toys, sometimes when you have a very old toy, you can create a selling table. You can add the news. You will show up in Google. So Toy New Zealand, you are a New Zealand company. So here, Oamaru Library, obviously, it's the first one because it's located. Google My Business, it's helping when it's just a local business located in a specific place. So you have photos, videos, you can do whatever you like. You can also create a very simple website, but this one I will not suggest you to use it. It's better if you use your website. You can also add the new location. I don't think will be your case, but new location, it's more about have different place where you can open your business. It's more for very large business. So now we have all this information here. How we can see it in Google directly? So if I'm going in Google.nz, it's .co.nz. Yes. So what I want to search, Oamaru toy library. Ta-da! Oamaru toy library. This is because I am an admin of the business, so visible only to you. But here it's everything about what your public, probably potential member can see it. So what the public can see it. The name, the logo, photos, the map, or 1 minute from Oamaru Opera House. It's really important. The street, here, hours, when you are open, when you are closed, and review. And also here, there are some reviews. So you can see, and people can see everything about your business from here directly. And here, there are three important buttons. Save it because I saved the business, or otherwise I will give you a button like make in your preferred or saved, whatever. Website, this is connected directly to your public website. And direction, it will open Google Map directly with your home or something that you can add, and the address of the North Otago Toy Library. So everything is about here. And also here, because your phone has also a tracking system, a location system, you can also see when you visited the last time. This is quite nice sometimes and scary, but yes. So people can see everything. Also here, because there is a phone number, if you click, if you are in the mobile version, so if you are looking on your phone, you can click and call directly. Or if you are on a computer, it will probably use some of your software to call the toy library directly. Also here, ask a question. Ask a question, it will go directly in your email. You can receive from Google My Business the email that someone asked you a question, and you can reply in Google My Business. So I think have a Google My Business. First, it's really easy. You don't really have to do a lot of stuff, and not really every day. Also, everything will go directly on your email if someone send a message or create a review or whatever. So it's very easy to maintain. Also, I have to send an email to Paula to update something in her Google My Business. So everything is here. You just have to use it. And remember that everything is free. So you don't have to pay anything for Google or for all this marketing stuff yet. If you want to promote your business with Google AdWords or Facebook advertising, yes, this one is a paid marketing. But in your case, you don't really need to pay Google or Facebook because toy library are still quite important in New Zealand and people are searching about. So you don't really need to pay a lot of money to be present in Google or Facebook. You just have to post news every week, month, day, if you can, like Ash Barton, every day, per almost. Yeah, almost. Okay, this is Google Business. Now, how you can understand if your business and your website is going well? First, people are show up in your toy library and sign and use the toy library. Second, Google Analytics. Google Analytics is another software, and this is the software that show up that show you how many members or how many users are looking at your website, which pages. Here, list of pages. Which type of device, mobile, desktop, tablet, and during specific days, from which part of country. I will leave this one because sometimes America here, it's not really precise. Some cases there are immigrants here in New Zealand. They bring a computer that is pre-installed in their country, and they have the browser that is Americans or Indians or everything, and the language is still their own language. So in this case, sometimes Google can show that someone from America is looking your website, but apparently not, as in New Zealand. but 90% of the time it's precise. In fact, you can see that a lot of them are from New Zealand. You can also see the time. Why is important to see what time your users will see your website? It's a question. So why is important to have the time? No one?
Yeah, so that you can put your news, your new posts up at those times that people are frequenting your website.
Yes. So you have same in Facebook. It's called the insight. So you can see when the people are really looking at your Facebook page and your website, in what time, and you can decide to post in that specific time. So you can be, so you can definitely show up immediately because people are already looking your website in that specific time. So also here, list of pages. Home index PHP, it's the home page. Toys is the toy list page. New, it's the toy new page. Or members toys, it's the list of toy in the member website. Popular toy. Member option, and this is another one that can be very useful to really have a descriptive. So your option of membership. FAQ, login, obviously, if you have a member website, login, it's one of them. And there we go. There are two specific toys. So this toy library that I'm showing you now, it's Taupo. Why I choose Taupo? It's a very large one, has a lot of members, but they just pushed live their website a few weeks ago. So this statistic here show you how a toy library can do a very good job in very, very short time. So Taupo has a lot of toys, and not everything is very well described because we imported the data from Excel, so from paper. So nothing was a very old description or everything. There was pretty much nothing. They just take very good photos and that's it. So they are updating day by day, but still this one show you they are doing a very good job for very, very short time. So first, Taupo have a very good presence in Facebook. And in Facebook, they have their website. And they post a lot of time that they have a website and they are updating. So people are interested. So you can see here, and this is just the homepage of Analytics, that they are really doing quite a good job. Specific here, you can see some colors. Organic search, it means someone is looking in Google search or Bing or other Google and other search engine. Direct, what is a direct? It means someone already know the website, already know the link, already have in their favorite, they just click and go directly on the website. Social, social it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. So they have a link on their website and people click and go directly on the website. Other, something else that Google cannot tell us what is about. So here you can see a very simple chart about active user for 30 days, 7 days, 1 day. And here, device. Why this one is important? First, if you are a developer, you can understand how important is that device for your client, so specific website, and you can definitely optimize for the specific device. Taupo, 51%, almost 52% has mobile. So it means they use a lot of time the users are watching the website by mobile, desktop and tablet, pretty much nothing. So what we have to do, probably add more photos that are optimized for mobile version and not for desktop. So probably less, so not too big photos. It means not very heavy photo, because if they are using a mobile, probably they don't have a Wi-Fi. They are using just a normal connection. But they really like to have a website very fast. So every time you can see what you can do to optimize your website in my developer view and in your user view. So if you know that a lot of people are using mobile to watch your website, you have to start thinking to reduce your images. Because in MiBase, we don't reduce your image. You have to, yes?
What size? I try and do all of ours under about 600.
600 is quite okay, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I try to go for anywhere, well, some I've ended up at about 800, but I try and do it about 500, somewhere around there.
500 can be a little bit too small.
Oh, okay.
So because your photos are also used in the bag label, I will not suggest you to go really under 600. 800, it's quite okay. But remember, the important about the mobile version, it's the width of the weight of the photo. So it means if the photo is around 100K, so kilobyte, it's great. If it's 1 mega, it's definitely not great. So it's not really about the image width, because the website is responsive, they can change, but it's about the space and the kilobytes that is has the photo. For example, the slideshow in the homepage, sometimes they give me a very big image, amazing, but 5 mega. So no, really, it's too much. So it's better if you start thinking about reduce the space and the weight of your pages, and obviously the image is part of your pages. Okay, text doesn't really do anything. You can write poems in your toy description. Not too much, please, because it can be probably too difficult to read, but definitely a good description is great. So this is just the homepage about Google Analytics and how you can access of your Google Analytics. Yes, every one of you already has a Google Analytics, but you don't know about. First, when we open your toy library account, we also open an account under our business, MiBase Business, for your toy library. We open because we like to have the statistic of device, so we can optimize your website, public and member, much better than we can. Second, because if you won't have your statistic, you can just give us your Google Gmail account, and you can have access on your Google Analytics. We don't really ask any money for that. Google is free. Just ask us and we can add yourself as a user. So you can see everything about yourself. But Google Analytics, it's a great software, but you have to understand what it's showing. It's not really easy sometimes to understand what it's the data that you are looking at, what really means. So you can look a couple of pages like audience, overview, in the audience overview, you can see, here we go. So every day, how many people are looking your website. Here you can also change, because this one is just 1 week, you can also change and look, I don't remember when Taupo start the business, but January? Let me see, no, they open on May. There we go. So this one is about how many people, users are looking your website. New visitors, so it means someone new never seen your website, and returning. So returning can be someone very interested or your member that are open probably your member website. So you can also see where is page view, how many pages a single user is watching. So this is the total of pages of the total of users. And pages per session, and there we go. This one is quite interesting sometimes. Average of session duration. So it means a user, how many minutes, seconds, hours will look your website. And the average is 4 minutes. That is quite okay, as in the average of some website. Here you can see the language, but pretty much is English, but different country or country code. So it means the browser, it's probably Google Australia or Google New Zealand, wherever. And now you have the city. This one is definitely nice because Taupo is obviously in Taupo, and Auckland is the first one. Then Taupo and Wellington. Why other people from completely different region are looking at Taupo website? And who knows? Can be a mistake. Can be because they are moving in Taupo, can be because they are going in Taupo just for a short time and they want to pick up some toys, or because they looking for a toy and the Taupo show up, but they are in Auckland or Wellington or in other places. Then browser. You can see people using which browser they are using to watch your website. Safari. Do you know why Safari? Because the mobile, that was very important, probably they have iPhone. Then the second is Chrome, Android, that this is definitely an Android phone, or Safari in app, can be a computer, Samsung, Firefox, Edge, Opera. So Edge, it's Microsoft. It's the new Explorer, new, not very new anymore. And operation system. Here you can see that obviously the first one, it's the iPhone, the second Android, and then Mac. So my computer, it's Mac, and then Windows. Why it's really important to see all this data? If you are a developer or designer, you need to optimize the system for the system and for the browser, when obviously one of them is really important. In other case, just curiosity, or just because if you want to create an app for your website, you can definitely create for iPhone, but obviously also for Android, but you don't care about computer. So sometimes it's just curiosity, and sometimes it's for the development point of view. Also, the really important one in your case is how member acquisition found your toy library, how and where. So the first in line here, it's social. So what Taupo is doing a very good job in social media. Direct, it's also quite good, but probably it's someone in the toy library directly, it's working on their website. Organic search, this one, it's better if it's the second or the first one. Third one, the number are not that different, so it's still okay, but probably the search optimization is not that optimized yet, because they are a new toy library. They don't really add any keywords, so probably they still not add a very good description of toys, but still they are doing a quite good job if we're thinking that they just opened on May. But if you want more description, you can just click social, for example, to see how many channels they use, just Facebook. If they use more channel, you can see here the list, like Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever. Okay, you can see how many users, 47 in the 3 months, pretty much. They are clicking in Facebook the link and they lock the website. Okay. Here in landing page, you can see also which link they clicked in the Facebook page and which link was in the Facebook page to see a specific page. This one is the homepage, this one it's the list of toy, this one something else, don't really specific. This one can be something in the homepage. This one is new toy, and this one is news. It's the news page. So now, source medium, I think you have also the list. Yeah. So here you can see specific which search engine, which part of Facebook it means. L, it's large Facebook, it's desktop version. M, Facebook, it's mobile version. LM is a tablet version. So 33 are looking on Facebook for desktop, 10 on mobile, and 4 on tablet. And this is just the normal Facebook, can be desktop or laptop. And this is Bing, the other search engine, Microsoft. So probably someone with Windows never really install any Chrome on any other browser. They are just using Edge with Bing directly. Just one. Very interesting. Direct is someone that already know your website and just typing in Google your website and go directly in the website. Not in Google, in your URL here in Chrome directly. Social campaign, if you are doing some campaign, you can see their behavior overview. Okay, now here in behavior, you can see by page title, the list of pages people are looking off. So here, Taupo Toy Library is the home page, toy list, not set. Member toys. And new toy, popular toys, my library, this is the member website, my library, membership option, member transactions, oh, someone is using that, and toy reservation, FAQ, and then if you want the full report, you can click view full report and you have more pages. There we go. Kinderboard, this is obviously a toy, and this is another toy, and this is another toy. About us, and toy, toy, toy. So you can see there are people looking for a very specific toy, or looking just because they are searching in Google, or because they are navigating in the toy library website because they want to research. a specific toy. So the list is quite nice. You can see there are almost 500 users in the 3 months only. It's not very long time, and you can see here a couple of thousands if you are in 6 months or 1 year of life. It's not that bad. Okay, I think for Google Analytics it's all. You can also create in Google Analytics some export and have in PDF month by month to see how is doing your toy library, to just have an idea. Or you can just lock your system here and add a year or 6 months, or you can also compare to the previous period of last year or last month, whatever, just to see how is changing your presence in online. This is just generic online, Google, Facebook, whatever. The real time sometimes is quite nice. So you can see people watching the website now. And this one says 0. Yes, question?
Yeah, so just to pull you right back at the beginning, how do I get onto the analytics? Do I have to create an account, or did you say you had created it?
So I already created an account to pretty much every toy libraries. So when we open a toy library account in MiBase, we also open the account under our company, just to have the ability to just have an analysis for a long time. If you want to be access on your Google Analytics, just give me your Google email. You will receive an email from Google that someone, obviously me, just granted you to see the Google Analytics.
Right,
if you already have Google Analytics account, you can just click and you can see it. If you don't have it, you have to register with this email, and then you can see your website, your Google Analytics account. You can see exactly what I'm looking now.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, so I will send you an email. I will send an email to everyone after the webinar, probably tomorrow during the week, just to inform everyone that you can see your analysis in Google Analytics.
Yeah,
someone probably will be interested, someone not, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are interested, remember you must have a Gmail account. Unfortunately, Google, it's very restricted about that. Okay. Any question about Google Analytics specific or everything we already talked about? No? No? Okay. Now, we have something else to discuss today, and it's about email marketing. That it's something you are doing because I can see a lot of emails that you send to your members. And sometimes the email are really good made and sometimes not right. First, MiBase has automatic emails. You are going?
Sorry, I want to apologize, but I have to leave to go to work.
Okay.
So thank you.
You can watch the video in another time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And I've just had someone contact me about a sponsorship appointment at 11:30, so I'll have to shoot off and get myself ready for that too, which is very exciting.
Oh, sponsorship.
Yes, so hopefully
hey,
there'll be more
good
toys.
luck. Good luck. Okay. So, email marketing. If you are sending emails to your member in the 2-3 different ways, first way can be the automatic email that MiBase has. So you can go in your automatic email and see all the list of automatic email, because you can watch the list and decide which one you want to activate. But the automatic email is connected to a template So what is email template about? The email template in MiBase, because we just changed the system in the new admin, in the new server, it's still a little bit tricky today. Don't remember the password. Okay, let me see my password. Yeah, you can see my screen, I know. Nope, fantastic. Where is it? We just changed the server and I don't remember everything now. So have you checked your system after we move the website and the server?
Just a little bit this morning. I've had a little look. Looks all good.
Ah, great. Because apparently my website is not working.
Yep, no, I'm on mine now at the moment looking.
Great. So I'm glad that everyone, all websites are working except mine. So I don't really care about mine yet.
Yay, there we go.
Here we go. Okay, so this is demo. What I was talking about is email template. This is a list of email templates that you can use in your automatic email, bulk email, and just simple email like the welcome email. So all email template in MiBase has an header and a footer. No one really changed the header and footer. Some of the library that apply for the marketing promotion long time ago when they joined has also email template optimized. So we create the header and footer for them, but not all of them. So what you can do it. Here, you can just start typing for the name, and here it's the header template email. So what is the header template about? It's the top part of your email and will be exactly the same for everyone. So this is obviously an error that I have to fix later. So what is this header about? We have library logo, we have library name, open hours, and obviously all the list of open hours. So library name here, the logo, and the name of the library, open hours, are short codes. It means every time you are sending an email, this one will just come from your database. So if you change in your settings your opening hours, the email will change directly. So I will suggest you to never use a specific typing like writing the open hours. I will always suggest you to use short codes. In this case, you don't have to change this email anymore. So you can just change once and then it's okay. So the logo here, you cannot see it, but the logo, it's working. So if you go there, I can show you the source code. Yes, this is a very tricky code one, but here you have logo library image and the logo name image. So this is the toy library image. If you send an email, this one will work. If you want to know how to add this one, it's really, really simple. So this is the short code, and you can find the short code list in our documentation website. if you want to add the image, just click image. In the source here, just add the shortcode. So in this case, you have your logo. So you don't really need anything else. Alternative description can be toy library name, can be the toy library logo, just the toy logo, just like that. Image title, exactly the same. Nothing on width and height. It's automatically provided from the template. So we already designed it in the way that the logo will never be too big. Okay, so this one, it's really important. Using in your header shortcodes. So some toy library using the toy library name and here the motto. So play is the way, or something like we are open every day, or something that is not really a list of opening hours or everything else, because some people have that information in the footer. Normally contacts are in the footer, not in the header. In the header, there is always logo and toy and the company name, and sometimes something else, like a motto, something else. Okay, so it's better if you optimize your header if you don't have already, and then click save. All your email will have exactly the same header, all of them. Also, if you are going back, you can do the same for your footer. What the footer has? The footer has kind regards or cheers or anything you like, so you don't have to type any time in your email, it's automatic here. Toy library team, it's the signature, so you can just have your toy library name plus team or teams, whatever. Contacts, all the short code here. As you can see, there are pretty much all of them. If you have also Instagram, you can also add the Instagram short code. If you don't have a phone, just remove a phone. So everything you have, you can just use a short code here. And directly, it will give you the link on your website, Facebook, email. Here will show up the address, and here the list of open hours. Everything you have in your settings will show up over here when you send an email. So the footer is really important, and it's really important to have always name of business and contact. What I found sometimes in some emails, when we received the email that are going back because it doesn't exist, I can see the email template. Sometimes I'm struggling to see what is the toy library, which toy library he is sending the email. So I have to read everything and try to understand which toy library was. And obviously, this one will be the same for members. Members are probably member on only a one toy library, but sometimes not really, because they can probably move in different cities and they have more membership. Some probably expired, but some toy library probably are sending some emails to see if they are come back. So you are not very sure which toy library will be. So it's obviously very important to inform people who you are in your emails. So again, header and footer are automatic in every single email, bulk email or automatic email, or everything you are clicking in the website, like print recipe or payment recipe, everything has header and footer. So if you are creating once, you don't have to add any of this information again in your email. You have just to be concentrate on your email content. Now, email content. if you are creating an email for a specific event, like welcome, someone joining your toy library and you want to welcome them, so how you can welcome a new member. First, title, welcome in our toy library, what you can do in our toy library, a small description. Then, because they already joined it, obviously they don't need to have any information about membership or payment, but they probably need some information about your rules. If you have a specific rules for broken toy, or how many weeks hiring the toy, or if you have a specific toy for party pack or bouncy castle, whatever. So the welcome email can be a very important email and need to be very descriptive. So you need to add some emphasis on top, like, wow, you are joining, thank you so much, you are helping us because we are a charity or whatever. And then you can also ask them to give you, to share your Facebook page, or you can add some rules on here. So everything it's about typing. Important is that you can also add images and link. So people can see some images about, oh, look, you just joined, we just have a new toy. And you can add the image of new toy with the title of the toy. So the welcome email is not something that you can create once and it will there forever. You have to change a bit all the time. Or you can add some link like, look our news frequently because we are adding new toys every month or whatever. So you can add the link of your news page. Or follow us in Facebook because we are running fundraising, or we are running competition, so you can win something. In this case, can be more generic and you don't have to change all the time, but still they have a lot of information about yourself. Remember, they already joined it because it's the welcome email. They don't need to have any information about membership or other of this information about payments. Or if you want to give them like, you know, if you are pay in advance, you can have a bonus or whatever. I think Ash Barton is doing that, can be. So if you are pay, you can have a bonus of hiring or whatever. Remember something. But some other toy library are doing, if you are pay in advance long credit, you can have more toys to hire or discount, whatever. So here you can add some information. Automatic email. All email that MiBase has can be automatic from your automatic email, like overdue, roster, due to expire. So everything here that deliveries auto, here, it's quite a long list, can be automatic sent to the member. And those are all the email template for the automatic email. So I will suggest you to check frequently the documentation and the automatic email to be sure that the shortcode you are using is the correct one. So in some cases, we found the toy library are using a toy list. That is a shortcode that gives you the toy list. It depends, toy on loan or toy reserve, but are not filtered for days. So it's just a generic shortcode that can provide the list of toy that the member has. In some cases, it's wrong because if they want to show up just overdue toy, they must use the overdue shortcode. Same for the roster. We have two different roster reminder. One is the roster list, a list of roster the member has. Sometimes they need to know the list, different days. the roster next is just the next roster they have to do it. So it's completely two different type of shortcodes. Or due to expire, it's just one shortcode. And reservation list. We have different type of reservation list shortcodes that you can choose. It's different design. Or duty has only one. Let me see if we have toy due soon has also own shortcode. So they have a shortcode for toys due in a specific day. If you are using the toy list, it will show up everything they have on loan. That can be all of them due soon or not. So you have to choose a specific shortcode. Also, those emails that has a shortcode with the list of toy or roster or reservation need also to have a bit of description. So you have to write a description. I don't know if I wrote something in demo. Yeah, something there. So if you see here, toy list detailed, this one is the wrong shortcode, because in this case, the toy due soon reminder will have the list of toys and not the one specific. This is our demo version. We never really update anything in the emails, so I have to do it. But here, you can also add some description. So we like to remember you that you have blah, 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 and you can get in touch with us by mail, Facebook, whatever. You can also add a color on your email. So by going in format, you have a lot of different type of format and text color. Why the color sometimes in the email is important? Not too many, please, or people will be shocked. But if you want to just specify the color for a specific sentence, it's because the sentence is very important. Like, remember to clean your toy. It's really important. People forgot. Or remember to check if you have all pieces, or we will charge you for broken or missing pieces. So all information are going in your email. If you are keep your member updated, they will never tell you, or very few of them will tell you, I don't know anything about. Look, I send you the email, you receive it. So if they receive the email, someone can ignore the email, someone can receive the email in spam, someone they just not checking their email, but probably you have a lot of people, they can be informed and they can understand your rules and everything you are doing. And particularly for overdue emails. People forgot they have to bring back the emails, the toys, sorry. So this is everything about email marketing that you can do in your MiBase system. But you also have a bulk email. So you can create a newsletters for members. Couple of toy library are doing a very good newsletters, but are very long sometimes and without any image or without any bold, italic, or a couple of colors in text. It's very boring to read. So email marketing, it's more about image, shocking people. So if you are doing a fundraising, you probably need to add a couple of images in your email to show what you are doing. Only text sometimes is too hard. People are not really reading everything. If you are adding more photos or links where they can see more information, it's better. For example, if you add in your website a news about the fundraising, and in your email template, you're just adding the photo, title, and more information in our website. Click on the news page so they can read in the news page. Or you can also add the post in Facebook and said, look, we are doing a fundraiser. Please go in our Facebook page and look what we are doing. Please help us, blah, blah, blah. So photo and link. So your email template, your email marketing, it's important. So you have to do it, but not too long and not without images. Or otherwise, people are not really interested to read everything. Also, people are starting to have very few hours for their emails. They are more interested to use Facebook than read emails. So short with links and photo. Okay? Any question? No? No any question. Okay. Okay, what we can do now? Google Analytics, Google My Business, email marketing. I think we can close. Facebook, website, yeah. I think for your toy library, it's enough. So, are you really doing everything that I talked today?
Given me a huge to-do list, Daniela.
Yes. Oh, wow.
It's been really useful, and just
Right.
kind of realized how there's little that we're doing on some of this, and that we just probably need to dedicate a bit more time to understanding it, and keeping things up to date is a big one as well, like what we were talking
Yes.
about earlier about the fresh content, and yeah, you know.
So, yeah, sometimes it's very hard because I know people working in the toy library, most of them, or sometimes 100% of them are just volunteer.
Yeah.
And some of people are really don't know anything about marketing because it's not their job, or because marketing is a job.
Yeah.
So social media marketing expert, it's a job just for social media, and printing marketing is another job, or designer are normally doing some marketing. So there are a lot of rules about marketing. It's not just one. And obviously volunteer sometimes really don't know anything about. So this is a reason because I like to show you a lot of tools you have, so you can probably focalize on few of them, but do much better that you can.
Yeah.
Obviously, toy library need money. Toy library need sponsor. Toy library need grant. Toy library need members to still alive. And how you can do it? Do your best to promote yourself. That's it.
And I think that's exactly right, is that, you know, when I look on websites for things that I'm interested in, I see it's really out of date or whatever, I think, oh, I wonder if they still exist. So, yeah, it is really important to keep it up to date.
Because news has also date. So when you create the news, people can see it that you are alive.
Yeah.
You are still there. You can sometimes add a news or add in home page that you are doing a fundraising, and also add the date when you are starting and when you finish. So people can see it that you are really alive and updated all the time. It's not only about Google, it's really about people.
Yeah.
So Facebook, if you are posting all the time, people can see that you are very active. Because sometimes I can see there are a lot of pages in Facebook, not only Toy Library, some other pages of companies. They never post for a year. So I'm looking, okay, I will never buy or call them because they are not alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a bit slack here. And I did an email for my rosters and things. I'm not even sure even how I did it, but I did it on the page, and we went, oh, everything must be coming live because it was all nice and new, and it looked really good, Daniela. Had the header and the footer and that, and I put my little message in and I sent it out just for a practice, and it worked well. But when you're talking about all the short codes and stuff, like the overdue and that, I wonder if you could do a little quick video at some stage, not now, of how step by step how you do it, because I really don't understand when you're talking about short code what you're meaning, how to do it even.
Okay, I think I have already created the short video in our YouTube channel a few months ago, but I have to check, but definitely I can add another one if you want.
Sure, so I'll look at it and see if I can find it and understand. Because I sort of look at it and I go, oh, yeah, I don't understand what the short codes. I mean, I know what the short code does. It fills it in, but then I don't know how to do that to a particular person and things. So I need something that I can visually look at first.
Okay.
And then I'll play around with it.
Yes, I can create a video for create a new page, a new email, and adding all short code.
Yeah, I just
we add an article in our documentation how to use the short code in emails. But I can create a video. There's no problem.
Yeah, that's right. Just to show one through step by step. You know, I'm going to send this person an overdue email, so I'll go here, and then I go here, and then I put in the list of toy here. I don't know if I'm supposed to override the short code or what. If I write that word and I'm connecting it to that person, I don't understand how that particular works. That's all.
I will.
So, yeah, that's cool. Cool. Thanks. I could do a basic email on there, and I did the header, and the header and the footer was on there, and it looked really nice, and people commented to me about it, that it was very nice, and that was, and, you know, and I got good replies from that. But yeah, I just sort of think I haven't used your particular template ones yet, so I'm not unsure about that. But cool.
I will do it.
Lovely. Thank you very much. It's been really insightful.
So any question, anything you want to know about, something else about marketing, generic, no?
No, lots to take in.
A lot of job to do it, yes.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you very much.
Okay, fantastic. Now start to work about marketing. If you have any question, not really related to much of MiBase, post in Facebook or send me an email. It's no problem. Okay?
Cool.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.